Hey folks, Moosetro here. I think after looking at the map, I am going to do military science next. Just thinking about how things lay out. As much as I want to rush to the robots, I think that military science is probably the best for where the map currently stands. So if I do the military science here, I can add the red circuits probably in this location, and then I can add in the blue science. What is it called? Chemical science. I can put that just south of the military science. So today we're going to focus on getting the military science up and running, which should be good to help secure the base. I don't exactly know what sort of evil lurks beyond the current state of the map, but let's get into it. First off, thanks for those who have been liking and following on the videos. It's nice to have people interested in what I'm doing. And throw down a comment in the comments below because, well, I have a long ways to go if I'm going to get to the mega base, and knowing that people are following along can help serve as inspiration for pulling that off. Oh, these haven't been upgraded yet. Those all should be upgraded. Okay, we're getting these upgraded to Mark II assemblers. Okay. That's good. And then we can take all these leftover ones and dump them in this chest so that they get used up. Okay, the first part of military science is to get the yellow munitions clips made. So these guys, oops. Get some light. And then they become red munitions. And so what's going to happen is they dump on the far side and then they get picked up to go into red. Which means these guys need to be fed. They're going to pick up the clips. You're going to need the copper and steel. So let's do something like this. Copper comes in. Steel comes in. Which means iron also needs to be able to be fed to these guys. So that might be my iron line. Let's get... Oh wait, I think... Because you guys... Yeah. The iron has to be here. Yep. So the idea when pulling off of these lines is wherever I pull, I'm pulling iron off the line here, so shortly after pulling I'll put the balancer in there to balance it out, and I've done that for the iron line. I'm just connecting up the copper line now, so copper gets pulled there so we can balance after the pull. Copper gets pulled there so we can balance after the pull. And then copper happens there, so balance after the pull. And we've brought in the resources to make our yellow magazines and our red magazines. And I think according to Helmod, I think if we're chasing this, we need to have 10 red assemblers. I'm pretty sure that's right. Let me go check. Helmod, we're making black science, military science, and we want to make, I think we're going 1.5 per second, and then, yeah, 10. Only 3. Something seems off. I have to think about that. Am I doing more? I wonder if this is with assembly machine 1s. I think that might be where I got the original ratio. Five of them. Well, I think to get the target amount that I'm chasing, which would be 10 of the blue assemblers, I only need 3. If I'm going to be defending, maybe I'll kick it up to 4, keep it balanced. All right, so this design is clearly inspired by Nilaus's design. I did first create his design in a world, and then I've adjusted it and tweaked it, and maybe after adjusting it and tweaking it, I've returned back to whatever he had for a design. I haven't looked at his design in a while, but it is with great gratitude I have to offer Nilaus for his Factorio videos. I'm sure if you're watching this Factorio video, you have seen his, and if you have not seen his, definitely check it out. So the next part of military science is we need to make grenades, and grenades will, of course, require coal. So we're going to need to bring coal in, and coal will come in on this line. Okay, so the coal's coming in, and we now have grenades, which means with grenades being manufactured, we can cut through the trees much more rapidly. Now, we don't want to cut down all the trees because I am actually very impressed with how much they're fending off the biters from the pollution. Although these guys seem to be expanding towards my base. They're getting bigger, and so are they. But maybe we'll dispatch them after we finish military science. So we're gonna dump the grenades onto that middle line. Wait, why is my red clips not being made? Oh, do I have these? Dang it. Put those the wrong way. There we go. Those are good. And in goes the iron. And in goes the coal. We should be making... There we go. Okay. Next up is the assemblers for the black science, military science. So right here, if I filter these, let's see, output, priority. So now we have a spot where the munitions go and the grenades go, and those can become supplier chests, and we can output priority to the right so that we feed science, and when science is backed up, these guys get fed. Okay. And I think for black science, military science, we just need those two ingredients. I haven't even researched. Holy moly. That's hilarious. Get that researched and then we should be good. Yeah, just remembered for military science we also need to make walls. So we can bring the stone in for the walls here. And then we should be good for all of our resources needed for the walls. Let's do this. There we go, a little bit of space there. Okay, feed from the top, drop out below here, and that's nice. That just clears where I'll have my main electrical grid happening and robo ports. So we need 10 of these guys, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you get fed from the far side as well as the near side. Okay, that should be it. Let's get the inserters for the rest of these. Okay, the black science is up and running. It's starting to back up, which means pretty soon these chests will start to fill up with the resources. Now the thing that I need to think about, which has been kind of put on hold, is where to process my science. And if I'm planning on doing my rocket launch area in this vicinity, it would be nice to process the science close by. So I was thinking about up here. If that's the case, running the science out and then this way and then back in seems like a really long line of belts to move the science. Not that a long line is terrible, but Yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going to do. It's fairly clear. It gives me a lot of room to kind of expand my sciences this way if I ever needed to lengthen them. It puts this as the right edge where maybe I'll run the rails to drop things off to feed if I ever need to do that. So let's get into routing the sciences over that away. I think I'm actually going to move where the black science is just slightly above here, change the direction of how some of this works. So let's reroute this way and do something like that. I actually prefer, I like the look of that more. So all of this is gonna go away. While I moved the black science, I'm not certain if I'm actually happier with the way it is over there. Maybe if I fix how the walls are being made, if I were able to drop them in somewhere in this area, which there definitely is room to do so, then I might be a little bit happier. So I'll have to think through that. Okay, I think I figured it out. Do a half belt of coal, because I don't think we wind up using that much coal when we're creating black science. Let's see how much we use. Military science. So we're using exactly half a belt when we're running at full capacity. Yeah. And if we need more, we can upgrade this to a red belt. But I don't think this is ever going to wind up churning out more. So what I've done is split it so there's the half belt of coal. I've moved the walls so that they're in line with this, and then the walls come in and go over here. And then let's put the 2 sciences there. I need 10 of these. Okay. I think that's the trick. Fix the inserters, and then we're good to go. I want the science to exist only on half the belt because the other half the belt is going to carry blue science. So I've got this temporary kink in the belt to move all the science to one side. And now we can run it to our labs. There we go. The science gets over to the lab and we can start researching something. I'm pretty sure we want to be able to start making batteries so that robots will be able to come and up and run for us. The modules are, I can start having, tough choices. Let's put modules in there and then batteries. Productivity. That's a start. We can think about it more. But mission accomplished. Today our goal was to get the military science up and running, and we have that military science up and running. And then next up we'll want to start getting the chemicals working so that we can have our chemical science going. We could probably put down some more solar panels down here in this empty space. Okay. Solar panels down, and what I noticed, there's always a flaw somewhere. I think these guys are just so busy stuffing this. It makes me kind of wonder if I have the design of this wrong because these things are so busy. I could triple load it, and then maybe they rest. I don't think so. Boy, how much are these things? They're pulling in every second 7.5 bricks. Oh, gross. That's a problem for another day. That is definitely a problem for another day. Which means I'll probably forget it. Crap. I need to deal with it now. Well, this is a rather haphazard solution that sort of works. We're getting 360, 720, 2 rotations per second. We're able to get 4 bricks in there. Eventually these guys will hold more in their hands. So I think by the time if I ever push this, I think we should be good. Yeah, I'm gonna call it good like that. We could add one more red guy down here. Even that is just not keeping those fed fast enough. Dang. You guys just inhale those stone bricks. Well, these guys are taking a breath, which means they're able to keep up with what this is happening. So we're good. We hit our goal. Okay. Now, how's the pollution look? Those buggers and those buggers, they need to be paid a visit. Let's go biter hunting. Fairly small nest. Oh, hello. Okay, that's pretty quick. Quick and easy. Now we've got this tiny little nest down here we'll dispatch with, and oh, we have new neighbors to our south. Couple of worms hanging out in the ground. Alright, dispatched with. But we got those neighbors to the south. How do they look? That looks like it's going to be a bit more of a challenge, but it will be good to kind of open up and see what's going on over there. So let's mosey on that way. Once again, I'm going hunting and it's dark out. I really need to build a car. This just takes forever walking around. But also it's really heavily forested, so having a car would be kind of a pain because I'd be constantly colliding with trees. Okay, we're approaching from the top. I've never been a fan of approaching from the top. Old turret creep. Easy peasy. For now. They do get harder, and boy do they take over. Oops, let's fix that. They will get harder. Pick up my little magazines. And while we're over here, we'll march on over to the coastline. West coast is best coast. At least I'm pretty sure there was a coastline over here. It's been a while since I looked at the map, but I think that's what I saw. The reason I picked this map. Stupid trees in the way. Trees, the real enemy. Picked that one up from Catherine of Sky, so another shout out to a YouTuber that does Factorio videos, Catherine of Sky, if you haven't checked out her videos. Quite enjoyable. I probably have gotten some design ideas from her as well. Ah, there is a biter nest over here. Let's just sneak up on them. And dispatched. Repair our turrets, and then we'll pick them up. Okay, our westward expansion to the coast seems to be cleared out, and I think that's probably where I'm going to call it for the episode. If you like the videos, throw a comment in the comment section, drop a like, tell me tips and tricks you have for the Factorio world, and thanks for watching. Have a good evening. Moosetro signing out.